ST90.
Don't miss your chance to win a brand new 2022 Honda CRF 450 Works Edition for 10 bucks. Go to www.kaplancycles.com. Buy your ticket today. I just found the way to put 90% of psychologists out of business in the United States of America. If you're suffering from depression, nothing like an orange ST90 to let you see the light of day. Honest to God, we've been under a lot of stress and pressure this time of year. It's the busiest time of the year. I had like 29 hours in by Monday, midnight. And that's no joke. Between Sunday and Monday, we've been super busy. And I hopped on this thing, clicked it into first, second, and third gear going down the driveway. Big smile on my face. Just an absolute joy to drive. This is an ST90, 1973, guys. This thing's 50 years old, but runs like a brand new motorcycle. The engine was rebuilt recently. It's got 165 PSI of compression on the top end, which is basically brand new. You can see it's got a new intake gasket on it. I'll grab the work order to go over everything that was done, but we've gone through it front to back. It runs like a charm, and it's a lot of fun to ride. These are good for on the street or off-road. It does have the knobby tire and the semi-knobby on the back. It's got a big seat on there. You could probably fit 2 people on it if you wanted to. If you look underneath the seat, you'll see it's got a big gas tank underneath here. In fact, one of the things we did when we went through the mechanical part of the preservation service is we took the gas tank right out of it. Lance, one of our lead A-techs here, actually did all the work on it. He took the gas tank right out of the bike and used this product called Evapo Rust that cleans the inside of the tank, gets all the gas residue and any surface rust out of the tank. The whole intake system, the air filter, was replaced with a brand new air filter. The carb was rebuilt. The jets were cleaned. You can see the carb looks brand new because it's just gone through the carb cleaning tank. The valves were adjusted. Chain was adjusted. I'll grab the work order in a second, but back to the bike itself. It is a 4-stroke, single-cylinder. Honda's been making these engines since the 60s. They're absolutely bulletproof. A lot of companies have copied this design because it's pretty much a bulletproof, easy to work on, reliable, inexpensive. It's a fun machine. It's the right color. It's orange. It's 50 years old. This is the original paint on the motorcycle. It does have new Honda graphics on the side here that Christy Steiger, my girlfriend Christy, made those, the replicas of the originals. It's got a brand new seat cover on it, and it's a kick-ass piece. Junior, you rode this thing. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, just total classic. It's an automatic as well, semi-automatic. So it's got the shift lever, but you don't need to use the clutch. So great beginner's bike. It's they made these engines for 40 years. They've been copied by dozens of manufacturers. Bulletproof design in the classic chassis. Very clean bike. It's turnkey. It's ready to enjoy this summer. So.
These were designed to be taken in the backs of station wagons or on the back of campers. It's got this lever right here that you flip this lever up, and then the handlebars can be collapsed down, so you can put this in the trunk of a big sedan if you wanted to. Usually don't get titles on these vintage bikes. We actually got a title for this. It came from a company called Main Street Muscle out of Payson, Utah. They're a vintage car and motorcycle place.
We're now offering financing on titled classics through Freedom Road. Call the shop line to get approved. 860-454-7024. Ask to speak with me, Ken Jr.
So it's got a brand new spark plug in it. They checked the compression, 165 PSI. Has a new battery, brand new seat cover. The petcock has been rebuilt. It has a complete new gasket set in the petcock and the carb. We did put a new OEM ignition coil in it. The new decals, changed the oil. It's running ethanol-free, VP fuel in there. And it got a full 100-point inspection. The spokes were adjusted. As I mentioned, the carb was in gas tank were removed and thoroughly gone through. That's about it. Really pretty simple bike to maintain and own. Definitely highly collectible classic with the metal fenders and the orange paint and the ST90 logo. It's a Beach Boys machine. Hop on it and go, trouble-free. And you know what? You don't really need to be a motorcycle rider per se to ride this. You could put anybody on this bike and click it in the second gear, and you really could only need one gear. There is no clutch. There is a heel-toe shifter, so clicking with your heel slows you down. With your toe, makes you faster. So you could put somebody on who's never ridden a bike, and they could get the system down pretty quick. So we've got a pretty extensive work order on here. It was 23.5 hours in the service department, and then a detail shop had it for a full 8 hours. They did a full steam clean on it, degreased it. They touched up the frame, the engine, the wheels, the controls. They polished all the chrome, the bars, the engine, the exhaust, all the hardware, the fenders. They put the new seat cover on, new Honda decals. The exhaust was repainted. The swing arm was touched up. So they touched up some of the paint, put the new decals on, and steam cleaned it. Full rotisserie detail. Was in the detail shop for an entire day, 8 hours. So in the service department, probably longer than it should have been, but it's been gone through. It's not perfect. I mean, there's a couple of nicks in the original paint that have been touched up, you can see, but it's original paint, rare, original Survivor with only 8,000 miles on it. So, like I said, the top end was previously rebuilt, so it's got perfect compression. So it's ready to go. The only issues it has at this point is the headlight and taillight don't work. The horn works. Oh, and the speedometer, it needs a new speedometer cable, and the headlight and taillight aren't working. So we had to draw a line in the sand here. We've gone and put at $90 an hour, it adds up pretty quick. So our work order, bottom line with tax, was $3,346, which is dangerously close to what the thing's worth. So it's a labor of love resurrecting these classics. We love doing these. And it's all worthwhile when I zoom down the driveway and get a big smile on my face. But if you're looking for a classic Honda to add to your collection, give us a call, 860-454-7024. Thanks for watching, and God bless America.